Hello and welcome again to what I'm hoping is a edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. Today we are doing the last episode of our low carb month. We're going to do a jerk chicken pasta Alfredo. Real simple. This meal is simply some heavy cream, some jerk seasoning, sour cream, butter, some Parmesan cheese, and some chicken. That's pretty much it. It's going to be a real quick meal, I'm hoping. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put this chicken in there. I've already seasoned up some what's this? Some chicken with some jerk seasoning and some olive oil. Nothing fancy. Let me tell you something about this jerk seasoning. So I use Walker Woods jerk seasoning. And it's a funny story that me and some of my old coworkers and friends know about. We had this lady we used to work with, and she tried to pass off this jerk season as her own. So my homegirl fiance walks in after she sat there and then laid the whole scene out like she done made all this jerk season from scratch. He walks in, tastes the jerk chicken, and his immediate statement was, "Wait a minute, this is Walker Woods." So on the recipe, use whatever jerk season you want, but I highly, highly, highly recommend Walker Woods. Two reasons. One, Walker Woods is a very, very good jerk season. I don't know where all you can find it at, but I found it at Food for Less. And there's a couple other places, Cost Plus World Market. They have it as well. Let me turn this down a little bit. They have it as well. The other reason is because I used to stay in Walker Woods dorm number 304 at Alabama A&M. All right, so let's get this party started. We're going to go ahead, take this chicken and start searing it off. Get that out of my way. And while this is cooking down, I'm going to go, whoo! That jerk season kicks different. While this is cooking off, I'm going to go ahead and start doing these zucchini spirals for the pasta portion of this. I always have trouble with locking these things down. Let's hopefully it don't give me too much trouble today. All right. So, again, the Walker Woods season, I highly recommend, but if you know how to make your own jerk season, or want to go ahead and make it, have your favorite brand, by all means use it. This is just what I personally use. The funny thing, last night I was working on another recipe. We did this white chicken chili. And so my wife asked me, because she didn't feel like breaking out the Cuisinart, so she went on and did the did it with a box grater. So she looks at me and she say, "Hey, did your mama always have a Cuisinart?" And I'm like, "Nah." She said, "Well, whose job was it to do the grating for Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, "It was some of all of us. I didn't have plenty of bloody knuckle using a box grater. Now, thank God I got a food processor. I highly recommend, if you don't have one, invest in one. They come in all price categories, but it makes things a whole lot easier. The other thing, so I said I was going to quit this low carb diet, and I'm probably going to end up going 75% low carb going forward. I'm going to tell you why. I started this process on January 2nd, and since then I have lost, and there should be a graph up there, I've lost about 16 pounds since January 2nd. So that chart that should be on the screen now is actually from this morning when I weighed myself. So I started off at roughly 270, and this morning I was like 254. So I think I'm going to go ahead and incorporate this low-carb lifestyle. Not 100% because I'm just not going to do that. But I think I'm going to try to stick to 70%, 75% of my meals being low-carb. And I'm also, that's going to be crazy when it turns. And also, I'm going to try to restrict my alcohol intake to when I'm doing this show, which next Tuesday I'm back to my drinking, and then on the weekends. Because the only thing I changed in my diet was cutting out the carbs and the alcohol. I actually haven't even been going to the gym like I normally do. I don't went to the gym twice a month. So to see that type of weight loss, in such a short time gives me some hope. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this going. Also, this show is produced and brought to you in part by the Self-Employed Tax Company and also Self-Lodge Planning. Self-Employed Tax Company, he's also my personal tax professional. He has a unique company in that he can actually do your taxes via email, via go to his office, Skype. So he really built it from the ground up from you. I highly recommend using the Self-Employed Tax Company because the brother is good. And also by Self-Lodge Planning for all your group travel needs, fraternal organizations, your church, class reunions. Please hit up Self-Lodge Planning. We'll do our best to do you right. This recipe, again, for jerk chicken pasta Alfredo, pasta being zucchini noodles, is real simple. We have chicken, obviously, jerk seasoning, some heavy cream, Parmesan, salt and pepper, and some zucchini noodles. Last night I seasoned up the chicken with some salt, pepper, and the jerk seasoning, and that's what we're searing off right now. As you saw doing the zucchini noodles, don't take long. I think I got this thing on Amazon for like, I don't want to lie, but I want to say maybe like $17, $18. It was less than $25 for sure. But it works wonders. Get all them out, get this out my way, and we can go ahead and move these zucchini noodles out the way. Also, I put a poll up on the Facebook page. I need to put it on some other thing. I would like to know, what are y'all cooking for Super Bowl? This is the big week for Super Bowl. I would love to know what all y'all cooking. I think for those of you that saw the episode a while back of the Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes, I think I'm gonna take that and make Philly cheesesteak egg rolls and possibly Philly cheesesteak nachos. But I'm definitely gonna do the egg rolls because I'm kind of feeling that right now. So again, we're gonna cook this off. And also, please echo volume 4. I had to put me some music in the background because it's very hard for me to cook without music. It's hard for me to cook without drinking because I like to be relaxed. Cooking is my therapeutic time. And so I found a way, I hope, that I can play my music in the background, it not get picked up on the stream, and Facebook and YouTube don't ding me for non-copyrighted material. But I got to have some music in the background. All right. And please let us know if there's any sound issues. The director, Ann, is over here. She's monitoring the studio as well as monitoring the Facebook. So if there's some audio issues, please let us know. We're trying something with a head mic now to hopefully cut down on background noise. And you can hear what I'm saying without all the wind and other devices. Thankfully, the summer is going to be here before we know it, or at least the spring. It'll warm up. This wind will drop. And production hopefully will increase a whole lot better. Now with this low carb, so and I'm gonna post this up. Probably, actually, we did the video last night, but I need to do some editing on it. It had a couple of glitches on it. But the low carb lifestyle. So this month we've done the chicken chili, which we'll post. We did the 3-cup chicken with the cauliflower rice. Tonight we're doing this pasta Alfredo. And as I was sitting there and I was marveling in my weight loss, which actually, to be honest, that wasn't the intent of me going low carb. It was just more or less just detoxing my body. And that was a nice side effect. But what I've determined, or I discovered, is that low carb does not have to be difficult. You know, we make it difficult, but it doesn't have to be difficult. You just got to just change that mindset. So what I'm going to do for my 75% no low carb lifestyle is try to incorporate mostly healthy carbs, non-complex carbs. Cut out the bread, the pasta, hard starches, and see how that go. It's all about lifestyle choices. All right, as y'all know, got to get my handy dandy thermometer out. You know, I guess I should post that ain't quite ready just yet. Yeah. Again, man, I should have got me a cup of water or something. Again, Real simple recipe, some chicken, jerk season of your choice. I use Walker Woods, some heavy cream, salt and pepper, zucchini. Gonna call it a day. After we finish searing off this chicken, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna do this in a one pot because, whoa, I don't like washing dishes. Well, I don't wash dishes. They don't like washing dishes. All right. Let me test this one more again. That needs to go a little bit longer. And again, so since we're going back to regular menus right now, give me some ideas, please, because I'm running out of stuff that's quick and simple, or stuff that you guys are interested in. So please let us know. Inbox us. I don't know what they call it on Instagram, but whatever that thing is, direct messaging, whatever, do that. If you're on the YouTube channel, because it should be streaming there as well, then by all means leave a comment there. Or the quickest way is send me an email at askme@createsimplemeals.com. askme@createsimplemeals.com. Please continue to follow us, like us, share us. Trust me, it is helping. I do see the numbers slowly increasing, and that's all because of you. So thank you. I'm getting people from places I know I don't know anybody in Oklahoma, Ohio. So I really thank you all for sharing and helping this page, this format grow. I also thank you for being patient with the glitches. I was talking to some friends Saturday, and I was like, hey, man, you think I should just cut this until I get it sorry about that, perfected? And they was like, well, you kind of down the road now. But the thing is, I told y'all from the very first show, we gonna grow on this together. Y'all gonna see every mistake I do, and hopefully you're gonna help me grow. And for those of you that's aspiring to become social media entertainers, you can see some of the glitches I'm having, and we can help each other out. If you were or wondering about some of the equipment I'm using, software, again, ain't no secrets. I just don't plug them out on the show because they don't pay me. But send me an email. Ask me a question. I will respond to you. I try to respond to all posts as they come in. Thankfully, well, not thankfully, fortunately, right now, I ain't got too many, so it's not too hard to answer all of them. But as we grow, I still will continue to try and answer all of your comments as you put them in. It just may take longer as I grow. All right, so we're done with that. Now, typically, you would deglaze this, but I ain't finna go through all that, because all this juicy bits you see in that pot, we're gonna use that to make this meal a whole lot better. So, to this, turn this down because I don't want this to scorch. We're gonna add some heavy cream. And we'll add a little sour cream. You know what? I did not bring out here. Put that over there. Don't worry about it. Let me go grab a spoon real quick. Put the recipe back on so y'all can see what we're cooking today. The jerk chicken pasta. I'm gonna go grab me a spoon real quick and a cup because I'm tired of coughing. Okay, I'm back. I hope it didn't break out, and I forgot I walked away too far. But grab me a spoon. I'm gonna add some sour cream into this. Is that sound still coming through? Because I did walk away. I don't know if it's set. I'm gonna add some sour cream for two reasons. A, heavy cream is expensive, and B, it's just gonna give it a little bit layer more fat and flavor to it. I don't need this right now. Now, I'm eyeballing this, but I'm also doing a smaller amount than you'd probably do for your family. One of the reasons is because they had this last Wednesday, so I cooked it to test it out, and they don't want it no more. They like to have a different meal every night, so we ain't going to do this for them. This is for me. I think the wife is in there about to cook her a steak. Go figure that. All righty. Bring this up some. Again, if you're just now tuning in, real quick meal of a jerk chicken pasta Alfredo. Simply some chicken that we season overnight with some jerk seasoning, a little bit of oil, salt, and pepper. For salt, because I don't think I put the, most recipes say salt and pepper to taste. My rule of thumb, even though I was saying no rules in cooking, my rule of thumb is that a half a teaspoon of salt for every pound of protein that's using. Fish is different, but most proteins, a half a teaspoon of salt. Start there and adjust up. Salt, we seasoned that last night just to get it marinated in. Then right now we've seared it off or cooked off the chicken. We made some zucchini noodles, and now we're making the Alfredo sauce, which I don't know why I put in quote. It is an Alfredo sauce. The only difference is it's not using a thickener or a roux to thicken it up. We're just using the cream that's in here, the sour cream, the heavy cream. You know what I want to do? I want to put a little butter in here. Just to give it a little butter. That's probably a lot of butter. But I said low carb. I didn't ever say low calorie. And based on my weight loss chart, I'm doing something right. And I also had my recent doctor's visit, so my cholesterol is in check. So we good to go on that. All right. I had a cup. Let me grab me a cup because I'm getting a little thirsty. Oh, also next week when I come back, I'm gonna show y'all. I made a hard cider. It's actually in the because in addition to cooking and smoking meat, I also make beer and hard cider. So next week I'm gonna show y'all my hard. It's a strawberry lemonade hard cider that I will be sipping on next week, huh? Corey, my cousin. What up, though, cuzzo? One of these meals gonna be my exit Alabama meal. I'm letting you know that right now. For those of y'all that don't be getting these inside comments I've been making to my friends and family, every year I go to Mardi Gras. I'm not missing it. You know, people gonna say I'm wrong, but my anniversary is February 21st. I'm flying out February 20th because I'm going to see my family every year. But every year, me and my cousin, we go out to eat, and I try to always, as a thank for their hospitality of letting me stay there, I try to always cook a meal. Not something he wants, something his wife won't. All right. As that's cooking there, and I can tell right now, even if he ain't posted yet, he going to post some slick or say some slick shit because that's what he do. But you going to like it, you going to eat it. They when you go down south, you know, everybody got their way of cooking things. I'll be doing I take culinary chances. So I done made grits with chicken broth. That I will never live down in Alabama. I can promise you that. I done made grits in a slow cooker. I got reamed on that. But hey, you need to try some things every now and again. Now, this xanthan gum, I mentioned on a few shows, for you low-carb enthusiasts, those of you that are doing the keto diet, xanthan gum is a thickener that you can use to thicken up sauces in lieu of put in flour. So it has 0 carbs in it. You can get it from Amazon. You typically use 1/8 of a teaspoon per cup of liquid. But I just eyeball it. Now, with the xanthan gum, when you use it, you got to add it fast. You got to stir it even faster. If not, it will gum up on you. Normally, I use a hand mixer or immersion blender. But today, we're just going to go ahead and scramble this real fast. And I don't know if the camera's picking up, but I can tell it's actually thickened up a little just that fast. Now I'm going to bring this up a little bit more because I want to get that to a slow boil. And then I'm going to add this Parmesan cheese in there. And pretty much, folks, that's going to be it. Again, we're doing a jerk chicken pasta Alfredo. This Walker Woods actually comes in mild, and I'm using the hot and spicy because it's only me eating. It comes in mild. Very good flavor. If you want to play around with jerk, but you're afraid of the heat, use Walker Woods mild. Also, you can add some black bean paste. I've done it a few times, and it doesn't alter the flavor, but it definitely cuts down on the heat. You can also add some extra brown sugar into it as well. Okay, that's cool. That's boiling there. I'll add this cheese. Again, we eyeballing it. Just grated Parmesan cheese. Turn this down, and as you see, it's getting thicker as we stir. Now, I'm going to take my chicken, pour it back in there. Get that out of my way. You know, sometimes I'll be sitting there cooking, I'm looking at stuff, and I'm like, this stuff going on camera and on film, and I ain't the best at taking pictures of food, but I see why these folks get paid, because some of this stuff, when you looking at it on video, it don't look that appetizing. But trust me, this is an amazing, very quick meal. And with the exception of me cutting up the chicken last night and seasoning it, everything else you guys are watching the process, you'll see exactly how fast it goes. Again, shout out to the self-employed tax company. He is my personal tax professional, but I also recommend, I don't care what state you in, he is an enrolled agent. He can do your taxes. He is virtual, so he can do your taxes via email, Skype, or if you're here in the Southern California area, you can pop into his office. I'll get his address and post on another video. Turn that off. Post on another video. As of now, so we're done with that. Real quick, people. Now, you can put the zucchini in the pasta. I did that last week. I'm not going to do that this time because I actually want a more crunch this week. Just because I need a little bit more texture. So we're going to take this. Please. Oh, when you're cutting up zucchini noodles, you saw me use the knife because these things will come out in one long ribbon and it just makes it very hard to eat. So, and for those of you used to me using the glove, well, this is my food. I ain't cooking for nobody else but for me tonight, so I don't need to use a spoon. Oh, there we go. Gonna take this on here. Rest of that's gonna be for my lunch tomorrow. Let me move this out the way. All right, and man, a shot. All right, and there we go. Real quick and simple, folks. As you see, I'm not even sure how long this video went today, but as you see, it was very, very quick, very, very fast. It was cooking off some chicken breasts that was been seasoning, some jerk seasoning, some heavy. Take that out, put you some heavy cream in, bring it to a boil. Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper. That's pretty much it. Doing it over zucchini noodles. If you aren't into the low carb, you could obviously put this over regular pasta. You can put it over potatoes if you want to, whatever you want to. But we're using zucchini noodles. This, again, is our last show for the low carb month. We might run it back later on throughout the year, but this is it for this month. Next month, we're going to go back to regular cooking, and probably sometime in March, May, I'm probably going to do a vegetarian month. So if you have any ideas, any recipes you want me to try out, please inbox me on Facebook or do that, whatever message thing is, on Instagram, YouTube. Email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. Please continue to follow. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share the videos. Trust me, it definitely worked. Again, remember, there are absolutely only 3 rules that you should always follow when it comes to cooking. You must have a passion, you must have patience, and you must practice. Again, until we see you next week on Create Simple Meals, you guys have a good one. I was trying to make that go on there so I could see. It didn't do it. I figured it out.